Technical Insight gives you the screening power to sift through pretty much every publicly traded financial instrument. You can instantly find out which price charts or markets are looking promising for your next investment. Start your screening by selecting one of the categories. For this demonstration, I'll select stocks and ETFs. Watch how the page gets working for you right away, digging into our data warehouse to find out which stocks or ETFs have recently formed a technical event. And here's the list. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to get new opportunities delivered straight to your email address. Now, technical events represent a significant occurrence based on our price chart analysis. It could be that a chart pattern formed, signaling the price is bottoming out and turning higher again. It could be that the price just dropped below the average price. These are just two examples of technical events. Now, over on the right, we'll see the opportunity type column. This reveals whether the technical event we found is a sign of strength, which is bullish, or weakness, which is bearish. So for example, here's a stock called Intest Corp in the semiconductors industry that triggered a continuation diamond chart pattern on November 29th. This is a long-term bullish event. In fact, this pattern also provides a target price of $10.40 to $11.20, while the stock was currently trading at $6.94. Watch how I can switch to a chart view. Some of our customers love this easy way to scan through the charts and decide which ones to click on for a closer look. Now that we have a general sense of the screener, let me draw your attention to our powerful filters. With a few quick selections, you can narrow down the results to best match your needs. Across the top, we have our most common set of selectors. You can narrow to just bullish opportunities. You can filter by industry or by exchange. Let's open up the rest of the filters. In a moment, I'll review our technical event filters, where you can choose your preferred methods of technical analysis if you have such preferences. But your first step is to narrow down the universe of your search. You might select only ETFs or only stocks with options available. You can use the market capitalization section to choose large cap or small cap stocks. Many people will enter a price range to maybe filter out penny stocks or to filter out prices that are just too expensive. Next, you'll see a volume filter. You can set a minimum volume to focus on stocks that have enough trading liquidity to avoid price slippage when entering a position or when closing it out. Now here's a filter that might be new to you, the Columbine Capital Quant Rank. Information is provided here, but generally people use this to filter higher quality stocks. Okay, now for the fun part, at least for those of you who gravitate to more specific methods of technical analysis. Let's look at the technical event filters. You can choose chart periods like daily or weekly charts. And of course, you can narrow down to your favorite types of technical events. Let's look at classic patterns. For example, let's look at the double bottom. These patterns track price swings that make specific visual formations. Notice how in this case, the price dropped twice to around the same low price, before ultimately breaking higher in a sign of renewed strength. So that's an example of a classic chart pattern. Now let's look at candlestick chart patterns. I'll select them all, and let's take a look at the results. These candlestick patterns tend to provide insight into the very short-term trading behavior of buyers and sellers. So for example, here's a retail stock that formed an engulfing line where the white candlestick represents a positive trading day that completely overwhelms the previous day's bearish session. Now back to our filters. You can look under the indicators and oscillators sections to check for your favorite technical studies. I know traders who are absolutely amazed when they discover that you can get a list of every chart where the MACD crossed above its signal line or where the Bollinger Band is being pierced. Once you've narrowed down to the specific filters that are of interest to you, I'll finally remind you to hit that subscribe button up at the top. This is your way to save your favorite criteria into our Alert Center. And from the Alert Center, you can easily find your saved criteria and click to get back and take a look at the latest results in that screening environment. By subscribing for updates, you'll also receive new matching opportunities directly in your inbox. So now that you've had a tour of our technical insight screener, go ahead and get started filtering the markets, looking for promising opportunities. Use our filters to match your needs and hit that subscribe button to follow along for updates.